I love you, Mommy.
We still gotta change that intro.
Yo, I know. I don't have my own computer.
Maybe I can do it. I wonder if I can. I don't know.
Hopefully soon. I gotta file our income.
Hi,
my income.
Dana.
Hi. Am I leaking? Are we
No.
leaking?
You having issues over there. I'm drinking strawberry wine.
Me too.
I looked and looked and looked for the blueberry, but then I remembered that I'm probably allergic to it.
Yeah,
and that's
no more
why.
blueberry. You haven't been hacking up a lot since you stopped drinking the blueberry.
No, but it's so good. But I was
No.
like, dang, they only have strawberry. Then I was like, oh wait, I can only
They have, like-
drink the other one.
I don't know about you. Like,
Pineapple.
they have watermelon too.
I saw these. There's a big wine store in Winston. I'm going this weekend. I think I'm stocking up.
I know. I'm almost out.
Because apparently I am a wine drinker now.
Same.
I had a whole glass before we hopped on, and now I'm on 2.
I got my Valentine's Day cup, even though you can't really see it, but it says "Be mine" and wine. Mine's crossed out, and it says wine.
That's cute. I like.
I'll show you at the end when I'm done.
I just have my sip happens. My bridesmaid gift from my friend Ashley's wedding.
I figured I'd keep up with the trend of getting holiday wine glasses until I can't no more.
Well, I'll see what the dollar store's got.
That's what this is from. And it's actually glass. No, it's glass.
Yeah.
But I don't know about this though.
Exactly.
Like the graphic.
Yeah.
I'll probably just hand wash it. What does it say? It doesn't say. It's okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, hello, Mom Time. We hope that you're great.
Yeah.
How's your week been, Dane?
Mom's time to wine. Bam. Stressful. My husband has. I don't know. I broke out into a little song. My husband has been working night work. Well, like till like 9 o'clock, but he doesn't come home till like 10. And bedtime has been rough. My reel, I don't know if anybody's seen it on Instagram the other day when I was skipping to my refrigerator to get wine. That was accurate. That was that was legitimate what was happening at that moment. Like I did not force that.
I love it. I love it.
I was like, I need it. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should push nap time, like cut her out like an hour.
She's getting to that point.
I know, but she still needs her nap. She gets so tired.
I need to like be able to monitor my own volume.
Yeah.
If I have the headphones, and I cannot do that.
So
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, Oliver pretty much just said, I'm not taking naps anymore.
Yeah. No, Sophia likes her naps, and I like her having her naps because then I can do what I need to do. But, man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I miss summer because you know what I would do? After dinner, I would take her out for like a walk or like let her play in the yard or like go back in the pool, whatever, until like it got dark. And then I would come bring her in, give her a bath, and it would always work. Like she would be like tired enough that she would fall asleep. I can't really do that now because it gets dark at like 4:30. Literally. And I am not walking the streets in the dark.
I put sunscreen on the other day because I was actually going outside during daylight hours.
Yeah, right.
And I was weird. I never go outside anymore at all. Every time I go outside, it's like the sun is going down. Because I don't go to work anymore. So, yay. What else is going on? Did you guys have Rompy?
We did.
How was Rompy?
It was fun. It was Lego week, and they have like these giant Lego, like literally they're this big. They're so cool. There's like 100 of them. And they're like all the kids were building towers and matching colors and stuff. It's really cute. I love going there.
I love watching like the YouTube videos where with Oliver, because I would never watch this myself, even though I would. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get into them YouTube videos where they have all those big Legos and they build the craziest stuff with it. It's so cool.
The teacher was like building like chairs for the kids to sit on. It was so cool.
So cute.
Yeah, I was like, I need these at my house, and then I was like, probably not. Don't have storage. That's another thing I've been doing. I've been on Zillow, like I have money to move.
I'm done.
Every couple hours, I check to see if there's a new house available.
In North Carolina, I believe my zip code is saved in your phone.
No, ma'am.
I don't know why I did it like that. Like you're here.
We're not crossing states.
Like go to Darrell. I don't know what I was saying. I was gonna say Delaware and then Maryland, but they combined each other. Go to Maryland and we'll be cool. I'm lying. Don't go to Maryland. It's bad there. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here, but probably not Philadelphia. We were looking in like Bucks County, Levittown.
Levittown is nice. That's where my aunt lives.
Yeah. I've seen a few houses that I really like up there. They're like newer versions.
Nice.
My dad grew up there, so I send them to him.
I'll tell my aunt to keep a lookout in her neighborhood. Dude, if you were in the same neighborhood as my aunt,
that would be
my
perfect.
visits would be so easy.
They really would. People would have to come to us.
Literally. And then I'd be like, all right, well, I'm just going to Dana's. Boop, boop, boop. I don't even have to drive. I'm just going to walk.
And then we can get drunk.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Like old-time drunk.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's okay. You could just sleep over.
What about my children?
You got a man's.
Sir. Oh, babe, where's Fatty's tie? I wanted to show him off to the internet. My cat has been wearing a tie literally since Monday. And my sister put it on him on Monday.
Like a human tie?
Oh my gosh, no, a cat tie.
Oh.
It was adorable. He looked like Peoples. Babe, do you have a picture of Fatty in the tie? Babe, do you have a picture of Fatty in the tie? He ignores me.
Brother came home and I just looked at him like with death stares, and I was just like, your kid's a dick. And I stopped downstairs to get wine. He went in the fridge for me, got my bottle of wine. I poured it. I went downstairs, got his computer, and then he was trying to make conversation. He's like, oh, what are you guys talking about? I was like, you're gonna have to watch. And I like marched back upstairs.
Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone is. Hold on. Nope, it's not there. I don't know where my phone is. I'll have to post it. Mom's time to wine.
Yeah.
Fam, sorry. Will mailed it. He mailed it. He sent it to me via text message rather than just come over here and possibly be on camera. He got me my phone though. He took a picture. I did not, but I mean, look at that. Sugar, look at him.
Oh my gosh, what a dashing fella he is.
He was sitting at the table like he was getting fed, like he was a person. He's sitting in a chair like this.
All proper.
Waiting for dinner.
He's so
you
cute.
might have clothes on, sir, but you are not people. Get away.
Sophia,
and then I fed him some food later.
Sophia comes up to me and goes, where's Fatty Cat? And I said, are you talking about Amber's cat? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, she's at Amber's house. Or he's at Amber's house.
You can have him. Nah, he's been good. He's been really good lately. Oh, except for he did rip open 2 trash bags to get to some chicken.
Can you blame him?
Nah. I can't. Can't be mad.
Can't blame him. Can't even be mad.
Can't be mad. But you know.
So
my week has been a blur.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't talked.
I know. It's been a blur. Literally, I've been working. My mom's been home, so she has had Jane all week. I like literally this week just flew by.
Yeah.
Like Monday, the kids
Don't do
had
that.
sorry. Monday, the kids, Oliver had a stay home day. It was like a teacher work day or
Oh
whatever.
wait, we
so,
talked on Monday. Because I remember.
yeah, because Oliver was home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He
burned
was
his Elios.
home. I burned his Elios. That's how great my day was going. And yeah, he did. And you know what, Dana? He didn't eat that Elios until like 6 o'clock at night
At least he ate it.
because I made him.
Yeah.
And what else did we? I don't even know. Had really good dinners this week, except for today. I had McDonald's, but Oliver had a school carnival, so we went to that.
Fun.
That was fun. It was I'll tell you this. Okay, so my mom, I had to go get my sister from work, which I told her I would pick her up, so that was fine. So my mom went ahead with Oliver to school because he wanted her to come to the carnival too. And I get there and waiting in line. And one of the other soccer moms was in charge of like the line. And she's like, your kid's already in there. And I was like, I know. And she's like, don't wait in the line, just go in. And I was like, oh no, it's fine. And she's like, you're only standing in line to get a punch card. Like, just go in. Your kid's already in there. And I was like, thanks. I'm happy I know some people at the school.
Yeah, right.
Because last year her kids didn't go to that school. They just played soccer together.
Yeah.
And then they moved, so. But they're not in the same grade. He's in like, I think her kid's in like 3rd grade or something.
Yeah.
Oliver was literally in kindergarten playing soccer with and against 2nd graders.
Good for him.
It was nuts. It was like the difference. And his team came in 2nd place, so.
Yeah.
My kid was not that good though.
Oh man.
Now this year we did ask him today, like, what do you want to do for spring? Like, I mean, fall is like, it was hard. Like we had Jane and
yeah.
I was just like, whatever. It was just not working. Like we had to move. Sorry. I keep yawning. We got to do this earlier. I'm so tired. By this point, I'm like freaking exhausted. But yeah, so he was like, I said, what do you want to do? Like, because my kid is not like a sports kid. He's like a nerdy kid, but also like a artistic kid. So I was like, do you want to do art classes? Do you want to do music? Like, he's very artistic. He likes to make up music. He likes to write lyrics to songs. He likes to sing. He likes to dance. He likes to paint. Like, that's the stuff he likes to do. He likes creating things. So he said, I want to do dance. I was like, all right. So that's what he wants to do. So I'm going to look into that probably this weekend and see what I can find. But besides that, it's been a boring week. It's been so boring that it like flew by. It was like it was like wake up, work, change some diapers, do homework, eat, sleep. Like it wasn't anything. It was just one of those weeks. Nothing really crazy happened. Oh wait. Something crazy did happen.
Uh-oh.
Oliver came home from school today and told us he has a girlfriend. And I met her at the carnival. Oh no. See, I done shook you so bad it woke up Sophia. Or Sophia knows that Oliver has a girlfriend and she's very angry right now. She like woke up.
I heard mommy, but she does that in her sleep, so I haven't heard anything else. I think we're okay. I'm just going to talk a little low. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What?
Literally. Yeah.
I need a name.
So I can't tell you.
Maybe, maybe not here. Text me later.
So I have like a mom chat for the school, like a couple of moms, not all the moms, but like a couple like 1st grade moms are in there. Mm-hmm. And like sometimes we'll meet up and all the kids will hang out like on the weekends or whatever. But so I knew the girl's mom was in the group chat. So I was like, hey, who's such and such's mom? And she's like, it's me. What did she do? So I messaged her separately and I was like, hey, so I don't know if you know this, but our kids are dating now.
Oh my God.
And she was like, wait, what? And I said, yeah, apparently your daughter asked my son on a date or to be her boyfriend or I don't know what. He won't tell me the words she said. And he said yes. And she's like, well, she's a very straightforward girl. I said, that's totally fine. I just wanted to, like reach out mom to mom and be like, hey.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
How are you
cute.
Still together? I'd be sobbing.
He was just so excited. It was so adorable that I was just like, okay. I mean, they're in first grade, so it's like whatever, but it's still adorable.
It is adorable. So I'm happy for him.
And of course, like my whole my mom is like, he told my mom first. So my mom picked him up from school today because he didn't have the after school program.
Yeah.
Because they were doing the carnival. So my mom picked him up from school. So she told him first. He told her first. And then he told me. And I was like, the one every time somebody else picks him up from school, he's got major news every time.
Every time.
Jerk. I just love it. I just love that my kid is like open. Like he doesn't, you know what I mean? Like he just got in the car right away and told my mom, and then he came home right away and told me, and then he told Alyssa and Jared, and he told Mom, and he told me.
Oh, he's so excited.
And he told my sister. He's so cute.
That's so cute. I love him.
He's so funny. He's just so funny. I don't know. It was so cute.
That's cute.
And I'm just like, ah. But besides that, that was my bomb this week.
I don't really have anything like that. I mean, just to play off of what you said, like, it was funny that you brought up soccer because I was talking to, who's I talking to? It might have been Butler about the soccer because Sophia did soccer.
Yeah.
Wait, who was I talking to? I don't know. I was talking to somebody, but they were like, oh, did she actually play? And I was like, no, she ran off the field. Like, I'm not signing her up for that. I'm going to keep her in dance because she seems to really like that.
Well, she likes that, yeah.
Yeah. Like, since her teachers put, like, the dances up on, like, our Facebook group that we have, and Sophia makes me, like, screen share it to the TV so she can watch it. I put a story up on my personal page, but, like, she, like, follows along like she's practicing. It's so cute.
It's the cutest thing ever.
She has a recital in June, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that she'll get on that stage and she will do her thing. Because she's really good. Like, she really gets it.
I know. I think that she's really good. She's so cute, too.
She is cute.
That's what Oliver was saying. He's like, well, would I have to dance in front of people? And I said, well, yeah, bud. And he's like, well, I said, do you not want to? He's like, no, I want to.
Yeah.
He's like, but like, I feel like I'll be nervous about it. And I was like, well, that's okay.
Everybody's going
We
to
were
be
in the car, and I was like, that's okay. I said, guess what, bud? Everybody who goes there, all of their kids are dancing.
Yeah.
I said, so everybody is going to love everybody's kid and all their dancing because I wouldn't want somebody making fun of my kid dancing. Yeah. So nobody's going to want me to make fun of their kid dancing. Nobody's going to do. That's not something people would do.
They're all there for the same thing.
Now, will I make fun of my own kid dancing later on? Probably.
Not to his face.
No. Never. But like when he played soccer, that kid was so funny. He was the kid in the clouds, man. He didn't know which way the ball
butterflies.
He was literally pulling grass out of the ground. Like
oh my God.
He just wasn't his thing. Like
So I want to put Sophia, as long as everything goes according to plan. She turns 3 in March. So you can start preschool. I mean, I could have put her in a daycare, but that's not necessary. So Rompy actually offers a summer program. It's kind of like, it's like preschool hours, but it's there. It's at their place. And I was thinking about enrolling her because it's like a little practice run. Like, you drop them off, I don't stay with her. They're there for 3 hours, and it's somewhere where she's comfortable. So,
and you know the people that work
and I
there.
know the people, and I trust them so much with her. And I think it would be really cool. But the only thing is, it's 2 days a week. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 12, which isn't bad.
It's a drive.
Yeah, it's about 25 minutes back and forth.
It's like you would get there, drop her off, come home.
It's
be home for like an hour and then drive back.
Yeah. But I'm willing to do that for her to get exposure without me. That's
like
the
2
biggest
days a
thing.
week.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
But it's $85 a week. So here's the thing: you're not committed for like the whole summer. It's pay by week. Yeah. So if like I want to take her 1 week but not the next week, because like say I want to go down the shore or something, then I don't have, like, it's no big deal. Like, I'm not losing out money. So I don't know what I want to do. Maybe do it for like a month.
I mean, why don't you just do it, and then if you guys have something to do that week, like, you don't take her. Does she have to go Tuesday and Thursday, or can she just go like one of those days?
No, when you sign up, it's for both days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, as much as I like hate the fact that like I'd be without her, I have to get over that because she has to go to school, and she needs to get over being without me. Although I feel like she'd do a lot better than I will, because she's like,
she'll have stuff to do.
Yeah, and she's a jerk lately. Like, I don't think she likes me anymore.
I mean, the kid's crying mommy in her sleep. I think you're fine. My kid won't even say mommy when she's awake. So
yeah,
he's a jerk. Today she literally mimicked everything I did until I said mommy.
That's so funny. I love her.
And I can't stand her. I cannot stand her right now. She's such a butthead, for real. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, so enough of our recap for the week. We have a new segment for you guys called Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. I wonder if we could put that sound in. We need a button. Boop, boop.
I'm not going to experiment right now. I see what I want, but I'm not going to do it right now.
Bum, bum, bum. I will just be the sound. What did I say it was called? Mother Knows Best.
Mother Knows Best.
And in this segment, we're so professional. We got segments now, guys. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. In this segment, we are going to pick a topic that one of our mothers, both of our mothers, whatever, have said that we do a lot differently than them, and they don't really like it. They're a little bit critical of it. So I know y'all can relate. I know you guys can relate. Who's got a mother-in-law or a mother that's always like, oh, you think you should have handled that way? Is that what you should have done in that situation?
Facts.
Mic drop.
So this came about because I texted Amber and I was just like, my mom is coming out my throat. Not really. I forget how we got into the subject, but we were talking about, I don't know. I forget, but I was like, oh,
I thought you guys were talking about potty training.
It might have been potty training because I'm currently in that mess of a situation. It's not really. It's actually going pretty well.
The one person I know who potty trains goes great. Good for you. You can potty train Jane. I'm showing her to you.
I was like, I guess researching, like it's a different world. People do different things. I'm just trying to get different opinions, and you haven't potty trained a girl yet, and boys are different than girls, and I don't really know, whatever. So,
And like she wanted her kid potty trained. My kid took 3 years.
yeah, like I'm done. And even to think about possibly, potentially, maybe microscopically having another baby, this one needs to be out of diapers. Because mommy ain't buying two packs. Ain't doing it. So anyway.
How much money you save? Bro, we saved so much money when we didn't have to buy diapers anymore.
Yeah. So nice. I was like, my mom was like, you just do things differently. And I was like, and then that like rolled a conversation of like, what do I do different than you do? And there's many topics, but we're going to stick with potty training tonight. And so when I wanted, Sophia has been going number 2 on the toilet for probably well over a year now. Like very few.
Actually insane.
Yeah. She's going to be 3 in March. So it's pretty like awesome that I haven't changed a poopy diaper in. Well, she's had a couple accidents, but like those are like she had a bellyache type of situation. Yeah. Like she didn't well, there was one time she didn't feel like stopping watching TV to go to the potty, and like or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, she's been doing this for a year. Let's like really truly crack down on like going number 1 on the potty. So, I researched some like techniques and like whatever, and I asked her how she did it with me, and then I just like combined everything and I did it my own way. And she was like, "Well, that's what I don't understand. You just didn't listen to me. All I had was my mother when I was raising you." And I was like, "Well, like times are different. Like, it's different." Like, I was like, okay, so what do I do that you didn't do? And so my way, I've been setting a timer for every hour. So every hour she's on the potty, and she goes every time. Mm-hmm. So she hasn't had one accident. She has, for 3 nights in a row, stayed dry overnight. Now, I am putting a pull-up on her.
Dana's getting sent to Aunt Dana.
And nap time, she sleeps for 2 hours and she stays dry for 2 hours. Now, there has been one night that she was a little wet overnight, but to have 3 nights and then one night that she's wet, like last night she woke up dry again. Like, she might have just, sometimes I just don't think she finishes all the way. So yeah. I put her on first thing in the morning before we leave the house, when we come home from the house or come home from leaving, whatever, before a meal and before bedtime. And then obviously I'll ask her in between. But it's been working. Like she hasn't had a single accident and she's been wearing like regular underwear.
I know. The other day I was like,
yeah, she looked like she was 5.
I couldn't handle that. Because when she's 5, that just means my kids are older too, and I don't like that.
It's crazy.
I don't like that.
So like it's obviously working. Like I'm obviously doing something right. I took what she said because she was like, "Oh well, you should put her on this in time." But I'm setting a timer, and then even like so for the Eagles game that just passed, my aunt and uncle came over and they're like, "You're timing her," and I was just like, "Yeah," because you know what? I'm forgetful. I am. I'm very forgetful, and if I don't set a timer, I'm
potty watches.
I have one for her. She just takes it off. I mean, like, I know that makes me sound kind of like terrible, but like I am. I forget. I get wrapped up into other things, like whatever.
Be like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. 9:36. I have to pee. If I don't pee, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah. So it's like whatever. They're like, well, that's not how we did it. And I was just like, well, how did you do it? What did you do? They were like, well, we told you how to pee. And I was like, well, what if I didn't have to pee? Like, what do you mean? My mom was like, you went to the bathroom when I went to the bathroom. I was like, well, that makes sense. So does Sophia, kind of. I mean, sometimes, especially in the morning, like, I wake up first because I'm on a water pill. I'm on a diuretic. My bitch ass has to pee. So I wake up and I run to the bathroom. By the time she is getting out of bed, I'm done. But like, she'll come in and she sees me going, like, she knows. But it just led into like a roller coaster of like, you do this and I do this and you don't listen to me and I listen to my mom and blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's not 1990 anymore. I am gonna be 33 years old. Times have changed. Times have changed.
I have so many comments.
Okay, floor is open.
Which you already know some of them because we previously talked about potty training anyway.
Yeah.
1. Back in the day, you only had your mom anyway. I feel like the community of women is much stronger now,
Yeah.
whereas it's not as like catty, and it's more like helpful.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, which is like why we do this, right?
Yeah.
So that's one reason that I just feel like you didn't have the resources. We get it. You tried your best. We found better ways. Like, no shade to you, mama. But my mom's the same way. I mean, my experience with Oliver potty training was awful. It was awful. It was the worst experience of my life. Because we tried everything and nothing was working.
Yeah.
Until he went to school. But boys are different than girls. And also, like, we weren't home with him. Like, I think that when you are home with your kids, like, there's an advantage there. I mean, I think Sophie is super smart, and also, like, being potty trained before she even turns 3 is absolutely, like, mind-blowing.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like things that we're working on. Like, she doesn't really tell me. Like, she doesn't go, Mom, I have to pee. It's me constantly. Like, I kind of stopped the timer once I realized like she can kind of listen to her body, because I'll be like, do you have to pee? And she'll say yes. She'll say yes, and then, or she'll tell me no.
Dude, I still have to tell Oliver when to go to the bathroom.
And it's like, well, every time she says no, it's not like she's having accidents, so she's obviously like somewhat getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she lasted in a car ride. Like, we went to Rompy today, today and yesterday we went to Rompy. Yesterday she was wet. She didn't make it in the car ride, but she did have an apple juice. So that's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I never expected her to stay dry during a car ride. You're sitting there. She can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like she's distracted. She's sitting there. Like, so, but when we got to Rompy, I asked her, do you have to pee? She said, yeah. She even went in public. Like, she went at Rompy when we got there and before we left, which was really good. And then today she was dry. She was dry in the car to and from. She did not pee in her diaper. And she peed when we got there and before we left.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, first is community. Sorry, the 90s was not. We have more stuff.
Yeah,
that's great, but women talked more then. Like, not just through the internet. Y'all had book clubs. Okay, I know it. I know it. I know it.
My mom went bowling.
Bowling. Oh my gosh. I'm watching
league.
Boy Meets World right now, and the mom is always going bowling, and I'm like, did moms really do this? Guess so. I guess they did. Now,
my mom was in a whole bowling league. My dad would watch me. I think it was Friday nights. We would get McDonald's.
You're telling me you didn't ask them for advice? You're telling me that you didn't go and like complain about your husband, complain about your kids, ask for some advice, like give advice? She doesn't have. I mean, I'm just saying, she didn't even have to ask. She could. Your mom is a very set in stone kind of lady.
Very.
So, I mean, there could have been another mom there asking for some advice. She didn't give it.
I'm sure
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. She definitely did. There's a community, whether it's at the bowling alley or it's on Facebook. You still have a community at some point, right? Also, ah, ah, my hair stuck. Ah, fuck. That's the first time I cursed.
It
The whole
is.
time. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. It's because I drank 2 glasses of wine. Oh, 2.5. 2.5 glasses of wine. Anyway, my hair got stuck on a Velcro strip. Okay. Anyway, do you see this? This can't get stuck on anything. I'll never get it out. It'll just have to get cut out. I'm surprised it came out. There's that. There's more resources now. I always think. Okay, I reference TV a lot because TV like raised me. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think of the Rugrats and all the Dr. Lipschitz books or Schritz books, whatever they're called. They're always reading these doctor books on how to be better parents.
Mm-hmm.
There were books. Y'all could have read them. Okay? I'm sorry. There were other resources. Okay? Just because we're taking advantage of our resources and you're not, and you didn't, doesn't mean that makes us bad.
Yeah. No, I'm not shit talking my mom.
No, I love your mom. I'm just saying,
there's certain things where I do take her advice, but
yes, but you also know your kid. Like
right.
she knew you,
right.
And like I don't know. See, me, it was very difficult with Oliver because nothing was working. We took him to get like tested because he just like for stomach problems because he just would never go to the bathroom, and when he did, it was like it was horrible. And he constantly had accidents. So, I mean, for me, it was like the way my mom told. There are so many things like with Oliver that I did based solely on what my mom did or what my mom told me to do that I would have changed if I would have known more.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I wasn't really like on social media like that. Like, it wasn't like it is now either. Like, I feel like 7 years ago when Oliver was born and like social media wasn't like how it is now. Like, people weren't real. Like, you couldn't really relate to them. It was more just like this big parade of, hey, I'm doing better than you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think that that's a reason why things are a little bit different too. It's like there are more resources. There are more honest people. There are more like, this is the way that I did it. See if it works for you kind of people, whatever. I feel like when Oliver was born, I didn't really see that as much. So I kind of just always went to my mom or my aunt or my grandmom and just like was like, what do I do? Like, the way that you told me how to do it isn't working. So now what do I do? And they're just like, I don't know. So then I have to research because you all did it this one way.
Yeah.
Like none of them differed. Like my aunt, my mom, my grandmom. My grandmom did it that way, so my aunt and my mom did it that way too. And it's not working for my kids, so what am I supposed to do?
Right.
You can't just be like, beat it into them. I'm sorry. No. You can't. And I mean, there are a lot of things where I'm like, my mom comes out and I'm just like, God, I really hate this version of myself. But
that's another thing. Like, everybody evolves and like the world evolves, and you know, my mom believes that you could get sick from cold air. So like,
you know what? It's so funny. Where was I? I was coming out of the grocery store the other day and it was like raining and I had Jane with me and I had a jacket on her, which, you know, I never like put jackets on her.
Yeah.
Especially in the car. But it was like a hoodie. It wasn't anything like puffy or whatever. I'll put a hoodie on my kids if it's that cold.
Yeah.
So it was that cold. It was like cold rain, everything. And I put a hoodie on her And I had her in the car, and I was like, this baby's going to get sick. This baby's going to get sick. And I immediately went to, from the cold air. And all I thought of was you.
Because it's not possible.
And I was like, she's going to get sick from the cold air. But I was thinking more like it's raining. She's going to get wet. And it's
That's
cold.
still not possible. Cool. I mean, like, if it was that cold, like, and you're wet, and you go into, like, below freezing, and you're there long enough, you could get hypothermia. But you're not going to let that happen. You're not going to catch a cold from the cold air. You need germs. You need the virus. You need the bacteria. You need the germs. You can't, like, I'd be sick all the time. I never wear a jacket. Ever.
I never wear a jacket.
The other day I was cleaning my car in the pouring rain in a t-shirt. And it was, like, 45 degrees outside.
Okay, so I have, like, a sweatshirt on. I have a sweatshirt on. But I have a tank top on underneath. Like,
yeah.
This is my life. My life is tank top all day.
I don't even have anything on. Oh, I mean, I have a bra on. That's about it. That's all I have.
I mean,
I go out like that.
I only did that because we were going out, and I didn't want my stomach, because it's like a crop top, because, you know, that's all they sell now. Yeah. It's either you get a cute crop top shirt or you get an ugly AF regular shirt. We can't even, this isn't about fashion, but I'm just saying. No. I got this for $11.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like that's still a lot of money, but whatever. It's very comfortable. Thank you, Target. In New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Anyway. I don't know, dude. I think that you know your kid. You're going to do what's best for her. If this wasn't working, you would have to adjust.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my mom was like, you just make them sit on the potty. Well, how do you make somebody sit on the potty?
Yeah, like, I can't force her to pee.
How do I make him do that?
So I told my mom today, I was like, so I noticed with her and her drinking habits, like, if I just give her straight water, which I try to do a lot of the day, she doesn't chug it because it's just water. It's not something nice and apple juicy or grape juice or whatever. Like, she doesn't chug it. So she takes it. It's helping with, like, the peeing because she's not just chugging a cup of juice. Now, will I give her, like, some apple juice? Yeah, but I've always cut the apple juice. Like, it's this much apple juice and this much water. Like, but she thinks it's delicious. She'll chug it. And then that's
she doesn't know what the real apple juice tastes like.
And then, and that's when, like, her diapers would always be, like, super full. So my mom was like, well, you're going to dehydrate her. I'm like, she's drinking water. I mean, she might have only had 1 cup, but, like, I was reading that kids should only have, like, 4 ounces of juice a day. Well, she's having water. She's not dehydrated. She's still peeing. She's fine.
If she wasn't peeing, then she's dehydrated.
Right. And not to mention, she'll run up and sneak my drinks. She'll drink my coffee. Drinks, I'll drink ginger ale or iced tea. I'll be, like, go in the kitchen and come back. The cup will be gone. I'll be like, what the? She drank it.
Jane, I know my daughter's name, I swear. She went over and got her first little sip of Sprite tonight because her brother had it on the table, and she went right over to it and started drinking it. And I was like,
how did the bubbles not, like, shock her?
I don't know. I was, like, half depressed on the couch, and I looked over and I was like, did you get that? Give me that. And my mom just started laughing because, you know, I'm, like, super against soda.
Yeah.
For, like, younger, like, super against it. Like, I was, like, a crazy person about soda with Oliver. Now it's like you get 1 soda a day, which I still feel like is.
Sorry. It's funny because she'll ask. She's, like, addicted to ginger ale, but it's funny because she doesn't even.
Oliver, he loves it.
She loves ginger ale, but she'll be like, "Mommy, put it in my cup." So I cut the ginger ale with water, and she still drinks it. I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, I'll be like, I'll just pour it enough in front of her face where she thinks that it's in the cup, and she'll be like, this is delicious, Mommy. And I'm like, you have like a splash of ginger ale in your cup.
But even like Jane knows, she's a year old. I will give her straight water. She will not drink it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you were chugging. And now, mind you, we only started doing juice like what, after she was a year old.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe like for like a month we've been doing juice. And it's only apple juice or like a fruit juice, whatever. And it's just like you, like this much and then this much. This much apple juice, this much water.
Put some water in my cup. She'll chug it. Because it's
Literally.
coming from my cup. But put water in her cup. It's a whole thing.
But it's
Whole
like,
thing.
It's like she knows. And I'm just like, what do you like? And then also, so we buy Mios, you know, the little squeeze bottles. Yeah. So that's how we get Oliver to drink water, because that's how he's always like, he'll drink regular water now, but he prefers to have the Mio. So we always get him a fruit punch Mio. Now, I have done for Jane the same thing for Oliver, put the Mio in it. She will not drink it. It's fruit punch flavored water.
Yeah.
She won't drink it.
That's funny.
But if there's a little tiny bit of apple juice in it, that thing's gone in 2 seconds. It's gone. Same thing as Sophia. Chugged, and then 5 minutes later, she's got her diaper looks like it's about to burst out of her pants.
Yep.
And I'm over here like,
and
what's happening?
My mom was even the one to be like, well, you need to limit her drinking. And I'm like, well, I am. But now I'm dehydrating my kid. I'm like, she's still peeing. It's fine. She doesn't even have dark pee.
We talked about peeing yesterday at dinner. It was a lovely conversation.
I find it hilarious that stuff gets brought up at dinner. It happens to us too, all the time. All the time.
We were sitting here at dinner. I'm eating asparagus.
Like, who wants to listen? What's to talk
and about? Jane wanted asparagus too, but the last time she had the asparagus, her pee reeked.
Really?
Now, mind you, she just like sucked on the asparagus, like she didn't really chew it.
Yeah.
But her pee reeked. It was awful, right? I mean, that's what happens when you eat asparagus. And then we're talking about how if you eat enough of it, your pee will turn green.
Really?
Yeah. And then Oliver's like, that's gross. And I was like, yeah, I'm also grossed out at the fact that I'm trying to eat my asparagus and you guys are talking about my like green pea from the asparagus. Awesome. I prefer us to not talk about bodily functions at dinner. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
And then we were talking about like if you drink too much water and your pee is clear, then you are drinking too much water. There is like a thing called water toxicity. You gotta
That's
find.
why you're like not supposed. I was like another like when before Sophia was a year, my mom was like, give her some water to like, you know how like babies get like the white film on their tongue from like the milk. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that? My mom was like, oh, give her water to like wash it away. I'm like, you're not supposed to give babies water. She's like, well, I gave you water all the time.
I gave Jane water.
That's what's wrong with me. You're not supposed to give babies water.
You're not supposed to give babies water in place of food.
No, you're not supposed to give babies water at all. Like young babies. No, it's
I'm saying like she was 8 months old and I was giving her water.
Yeah. No, I mean like young babies.
No,
like
not
probably under 6 months.
No, not under 6 months.
Yeah.
Past 6 months. Yeah. Probably like 8 months. I started giving them water.
Yeah.
But not as a meal replacement.
No.
Jane has been eating since 6 months old, like food. So
yeah,
you need a drink.
Sophia has.
And let me tell you something. Whenever that
solids at like 4 months, I think.
Whenever that's our next segment is gonna be food. Soft food, hard food. Are your kids gonna choke and die? Your mom thinks so.
Actually, my mom was all for my mom wanted to start feeding her solids at like 2 months old. I'm like, Mom, she can't even sit up yet.
We're doing this next week, Dana. Shut up. Don't spoil it.
Okay, look, see, be mine.
That's
see it?
cute. Yes, I like it.
Adorable.
I mean, I feel like that's all I got on the topic of potty training.
Yeah.
I can give you a list of the things that we did that none of them worked.
All I'm saying is just keep a prayer out that things keep going strong.
I think you'll be fine. Sophia's smart and she knows what she's doing. Also, she's like super proud of herself,
Oh yeah.
which is really good.
I'll be like, do you need to go pee? And she's like, no,
and you're
Mom, I'm
consistent
keeping
with it.
myself dry. And I'm like, okay.
Which is good. Like, I remember at one point, my mom and my grandmom were like, just let him pee in his underwear. He will hate being wet. No, that was not the case. You know what he would do? He'd just change his underwear.
Yeah.
Because at that point, he's like 4 or 5 years old. And honestly, my brain is broken. I don't know how old my kid was anymore. But yeah. Yeah. Probably 4. Maybe 3. When did he start preschool? 3? He was 3 when he started preschool. That's when he started getting a lot better with using the potty, but that was because he was at school and other kids were doing it. So it was like, not everybody was doing it, but other kids were doing it. So for him, it was like, oh, this is normal.
Yeah. And I keep saying,
I will say this, and this is no shade towards my husband, but like, you know how like you're saying like Sophia goes in the bathroom with you? Oliver always went into the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
How do you think my kid pees?
Yeah.
He pees sitting down.
Still?
Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. Because he never really went to the bathroom with his dad.
Have you explained it to him?
No, he will pee standing up. He's peed in urinals and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I mean, this is a little bit too much information, but he uses toilet paper. That's all I'll say. For tinkling. You know this, though.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, I agree, which is why I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Keeping himself clean.
I will say that my mom and my grandmom have both been like, that's the weirdest thing ever. Well, why? Why is it weird? If he doesn't want any like urine on himself, I don't think it's weird. You wipe yourself. I wipe myself.
Right.
Why is it weird? Because that's not what normal guys do. Who cares? I'd rather have him be clean than have underwear that have like pee on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though? But that was one of the other things. They're like, oh my gosh. But I don't, like, why? Like, here's my thing. It's like, why would I dictate what he does in the bathroom? If you want to wipe, there's a little bit left and you want to wipe it, go right ahead. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I mean, now half the time he doesn't even wash his hands. So boys are gross.
That's another thing that I have to get. Like, I'll give her like hand sanitizer, but like wash her hands. She's still so short, so I have to like lift her, and then all she wants to do is play in the water. So I'm just like,
why don't you just put a stool in there?
Yeah, you see my bathroom though, it's so tiny.
The fold-out ones. You're sitting in the hallway while she's peeing anyway. You can get a little fold-out stool from Five Below.
That's only when she poops. I sit next to her when she pees. I ain't trying to sit up there while she's taking a shit.
You're still freaking sitting up there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just give her hands.
You got that whole wooden thing that you're like, oh my gosh, this thing's so awesome. Put it by the sink. If she's using her small potty in the dining room, put that by the sink while she's on it. So then boom, 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 and then she can wash her hands. Oliver just forgets. He'll literally come out here and I'll go, did you wash your hands? Oh, no.
She's not very good with the wiping part yet. She'll pee and then immediately, like if she's on her mini potty, she'll pee and then take off. And I'm like, you have pee running down your leg. Like, you need to wipe yourself. But she gets so excited. She's like, I did it, I went. And I'm like, okay, come back here. You're running around butt ass naked. Pee dripping down her leg.
That's the other thing too. Like my mom was like, okay, well, we just let you be naked all the time.
Oh, my
Like-
child is not allowed to be naked. Apparently, can't call
My
her
mom
mom
is like-
if she's naked.
No, my
She's
mom
gonna
was like,
catch
we just
cold.
let you be naked all the time. Like you just ran around the house naked all the time. And I'm like, that's so weird.
Honestly, I don't get weirded out by that. Everybody else does. I don't get weirded out. Like Sophia will
No,
just
I'm not
strip,
weirded
and
out
I'm
by
just
like my kids. I'm not
Yeah.
weirded out by my kids. Like, but I'm just like, I don't know. When I think back on stuff, I'm just kind of like, well, you were like 19. So
like I was gonna go with that method, the like 3-day no pants method, whatever it is. Like just let
yeah,
her baby.
I've read about that
But
one.
I'm just like, okay, would I rather
I
her
tried
make
it. Didn't work.
accidents in her pants or on my floor? I chose the pants.
That's how I felt about it. I was like, yo, I don't want this kid pooping on my carpet.
If I had
Like,
hardwood floor, it would be totally different. But I have carpet, and I'm not trying to live that life.
literally, no thanks.
Mm-mm.
So, mother knows best on this one. Sorry, moms. Sorry.
I mean,
we love yous.
I'm gonna give it like a this because I have taken some of her advice. She just rides on me for going towards the internet.
Modified. Like, I don't know. But I mean, your mom's advice and my mom's advice a little bit different. But also, like, my mom literally just said, force them there. Like, what? How?
Well, that's what my mom was
You know,
like. Because I had a number 2 problem when I was growing up.
with
And
Oliver.
yeah. And she was like, yeah, I would just beat you to get you on the toilet. I'm just like, well, no wonder I had an issue.
Dana,
What?
we're doing a thumbs down. In case you guys don't know, in case you're listening to this, not watching this, Mother knows best on the topic of potty training. We're giving our moms a thumbs down, forcefully making your child go to the bathroom and beating your child until they went. I'm sorry if those were your tactics. No, I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. Now, listen, we did everything. We did what Dana does. That works for her kid, didn't work for mine. We did the reward system. My kid's too smart. He got enough money to buy what he wanted. Then he was done with it. Or stickers. We did stickers.
Yeah.
And then what else did we do? We did the naked thing. Nah, bro. Nah. My kid definitely peed on my kitchen floor like 4 times. Or my carpet. We did, and then we talked to his doctor, and his doctor was like, why don't you just wait until he decides he wants to go to the bathroom?
Well, that was another thing. I was like, I chose to wait.
We already started, and he's like, it's okay if you stop. And I'm just like, but like, we already started.
Yeah.
And he's like, but it's not working, so it's okay if you stop. And I was like, guess we're stopping. And then, oh, lo and behold, Oliver started school and he was peeing and not really pooping yet, but you know, I mean,
that was like my mom kept like pushing the subject, like, oh, when are you gonna start wearing big girl underwear? Oh, when are you gonna start peeing on the potty?
That was the other thing too. We bought underwear. Tried to entice him with the Spider-Mans. It didn't work.
Oh, see, Sophia took to that in a heartbeat. We got her Coco
I
Melon.
know she did because she was obsessed the other day when
we got her Coco Melon and Paw Patrol undies, and she was like, "This thing." But I was like, I waited until I felt like she was like up here, like she knows everything that I'm saying. She can tell me yes or no. She all that.
Listen, I just didn't have that. I just was like, you know what it was too? It was like my mom and my grandma going, he should be potty trained already. He should be potty trained already. He should be potty trained already.
I waited until I felt like she was
my
ready.
friends, like, okay, so like my sister, right? My nephew was only 3 months older than Oliver. he was potty training. And I'm like, okay, my kid's
But all kids are different.
I know, but like this was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This isn't, it's so crazy. I mean, COVID like really changed a lot of stuff in the world. Not just that, but I think it changed just the way that people express themselves.
Yeah.
So I feel like if this was a thing 5 years ago, it wouldn't be as popular as it is now. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like we're popular. I'm saying like this in general is more popular now than it was then. Hey, if we would have started this during COVID, we would have been making money already.
Yeah.
Everybody would have been sitting home bored. Let me listen to these moms and their horrible lives. Just kidding. I'm in a mood tonight, guys. I'm a little dark.
It's okay. Yeah, we'll go there.
Also, I just want to show you a gift. This is the gift that Oliver gave Jane for Christmas, but my mom really picked it out.
Listen.
Since we're talking about potty training, this is bath time, but like my sister was like, Amber, what is happening here? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just a little crazy. This is JJ in the bath.
I'm not going to tell you what I think that looks like.
We already know what we all think it looks like, Dana.
Actually, hold on. I'll be right back.
Well, guys, while Dana is away, if you're not watching this video, I am holding in my hand a little puppet finger Cocoa Melon bath time where the puppet finger does not look appropriate.
It's not up here. But Sophia has a book just like that, but it's a cow. And I always thought it was weird looking.
I
Because
just
it's
explained
like
to the audience.
Had a farm.
Old McDonald had a
bloop, 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 bloop. It looks like a turd. It's a brown cow. It looks like a turd.
A brown cow? They couldn't even make it proper cow?
No, it's not black and white. I'm pretty sure it's brown.
You know, when I was younger, they let me think that brown cows made chocolate milk.
Oh my god, you're one of those kids. We gotta go.
On that note, tune in next time.
Mom's Time to Wine is canceled.
Mom's Time to Wine. Tune in next week for Mom's Time to Wine, a second segment of Mother Knows Best. Would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to find that sound.
Bah, bah, bah.
And add it in. Be so
it's
cool
gonna be a surprise what we pick.
Is it gonna be a surprise?
Let us know. Is it gonna be a surprise? Do you want to do food? Food.
Sure.
Next week, Mother Knows Best.
Food.
We're going to talk about food, lead weaning, vegetables. Do your children choose what they want for dinner? Let's dig deep, guys.
My mom sure has something to say about that.
On that note, we're signing off for tonight.
Subscribe, comment. We've been busting out reels on our Instagram. They've been pretty funny. You should go over and check.
We cute.
Sometimes.
Go like us.
Yeah,
subscribe to us.
Validate
us.
YouTube. Hit us up on YouTube.
I mean, we're kind of cute to look at too. Some nights.
Okay, once I dye my hair and get my hair products back, then we'll talk.
I gave you some. All right, we're logging off. Bye, guys.
Yeah, logging off. Bye.